Comrades of Labour, you feeling good? We having a good night. You like Vance? He sound good. He sound good. He sound good. I like Vance. I'm feeling good tonight. I'm feeling good tonight. Labour feel good tonight.
Oh, what a night. What a night, what a night. Oh gosh, what a night. I feel good when you're wrapped up in my arms, dancing to a reggae song.
Comrades of Labour, man gone, man here. Woman gone, man here.
Man gone, man here.
Comrades, we now have a good representative in constituency number 7. We have Dr. Vance Gilbert. No longer we got a man who used to drive around in the Jeep and go from farm to farm. I beg Tanya, I beg potato, I beg pumpkin, I beg tomato. Everyone buy a damn thing for himself. Always a beg. I beg, 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 beg.
None of them, none of them. Not one of them, none of them, none of them. Can do it like we.
Tell them left me, you know. Tell them left me mouth alone. Because I got a lot of things to talk about. Comrades, when we got into government early o'clock, they had a man from Trinidad came to build some houses at Bellevue near Mongol Singh. Come build some house for ordinary people. Timothy live all the way in Tabernacle. Who name on the list first? Timothy Harris name on the list first for a house. Down Bellevue, the Prime Minister had to say, Lord Timothy, take your name off the list. That's how Rabin he be. All the way from Tabernacle come Bellevue. One house down there. And a house in Tabernacle. Rabin. Ravnos and Rabin. Come on.
For nothing, bastards. Where I say, all you better mark their face.
Everything he want for himself. Everything he want for himself. And when he can't get it, he give family. Comrades, up in Taylor's, he got a sister, got a piece of land. Say he want to build a daycare up there. Where daycare, never teaching a school yet. Never do not know with children yet. And got school, got a piece of land up Taylor's. Behind the Washington Archibald School. Say he want to build daycare. Where the hell daycare? Everywhere you see piece of land, is either for he or his family. We got good representation now. We got people who want to serve the people and not serve themselves. Give Vance a round of applause. Comrades, they thought when they gone leave us, and when we throw them out and we say bye-bye to them, that Labour was going to crumble. They ain't know we had a good man waiting there to go in number 7. Give Vance another round of applause. Comrades, we're going to move on. We're going to move on. We got enough more things to talk about. I want you to help me to welcome to the microphone our leader, our comrade in Central Bastille, who is doing good all week there and she back. Tell Tim she's a woman, clip off she back. I want you to help me to welcome to the microphone the Honorable Marcella Liburd, the lady in Central.
Natural beauty, you know. Tell, no, I've never been someone shy until I seen your eyes. Still I had to try, yeah. Oh yes, let me get my words right and then approach you. Woman, I'll treat you like a man is supposed to. You'll never have to cry, no. I know everyone can relate to when they find a special someone. And she's royal, yeah, so royal.
Labor women, let me hear you. Wow, good night to you. What an act to follow. It's a tough time for me to come after Vance. I'm so happy that I taught him in Cayon High School. I could take a little praise for him. Taught him at Cayon High School. What a wonderful presentation. Wonderful presentation. Comrades, tonight, we want to bring condolences to the Clark family of Trafalgar. They buried Charles Clark today. And so we want to extend condolences to them, particularly to Platini and Jasmine and the rest of the Clark family there at Trafalgar. I also want us to keep in our prayers Comrade Kathleen Thomas, who had surgery in the United States yesterday. I understand from her family that the surgery was successful, but we have to keep her in our prayers. Kathleen is the lady who writes, "So Tell Me" in the Spokesman every week, known as Jean Thomas as well. I want to congratulate Garden Hotspurs on their victory last Thursday. Yes, we're winning again, we're winning again. And for all of you fans, the Heat is leading in the match, in case you want to know. Comrades, I've been told by a good comrade of Cayon that we need to pick up and mention a man by the name of Mitchell Griffin. I understand he's in the Grange, but he was one of the stalwarts that rallied with Bradshaw. And tonight we want to pay special tribute to Mitchell Griffin and his family. We also would want to put in that category the Demings of Upper Cayon, whose mother also rallied with Bradshaw from way back in those days on the estate, when people got into lots of problems with estate managers. And also Samuel Doe of White's Village, who is deceased now, and Enid Wilson, who is Claudette's mother. Claudette, we want to big you up. Her mom is still alive. Those are two of the good labor stalwarts, and so we want to big them up this evening. Comrades, one of the issues that we have to look at in this country is leadership. Every day, morning, noon, night, and afternoon, everybody Douglas this, Douglas that, Douglas the other. Leadership is a big issue in this country. And I want us to look for a moment at the leadership here in constituency number 8. Because what we have over here, you have a representative in constituency number 8. And you have a president of Green Valley who took Green Valley from the top to the bottom. They say it gone from Green Valley to Pub Valley. That's what they tell me over here. Cayon people say gone from Green Valley to Pub Valley. And the representative of number 8 and the president of Green Valley, they're on the radio morning, noon, and night. They know how to solve all of the problems of the country, but they can't do no little thing for Green Valley. Could you imagine that? And Cayon people are proud people. I taught over here for years. I feel part of the Cayon people. I taught many of them. And I know that Cayon people are proud people. So I could imagine how they feel when Green Valley can't even got a Calypso show. Green Valley can't even got a Queen show. That's where Green Valley gone. That is the leadership you have over here. They have it just like how they bring British American. Up to now, some people can't get the money from British American. And when you're looking for the leader, you can't find him. You know what he do? He send all the junior people out at the time when people wanted to talk to somebody who in the leadership of British American. He put out all of the junior people to be faced with. What kind of leader that?
But I can't find the leadership.
What kind of leader that? How you know true leaders is when things tough and rough and they could pull you through the storms like Douglas. Then you know true leadership. But in the heat of this British American thing,
but I can't find the leadership.
And guess what, comrades? During the time when they say nobody getting pay out of British American, nobody getting pay, guess who get pay? Sam Condo and Timothy Harris, the two of them. Hamilton find money and pay Sam Condo and Timothy Harris when British Americans say they ain't paying the money to the body. Two government ministers. What happened to the ordinary people who ain't get the money up to today? But people in retrospect, people saying, was that part of the deal? Was that part of the deal? Was that part of the political deal? Ask yourself the question. Because both of them got paid from Eugene Hamilton and British American when they were not paying anybody else. I leave you to ponder on that. I leave you to ponder on that.
Vampires who don't like to see you prosper, only like to see you suffer. Under set of vampires.
They say that the president of Green Valley, they say his claim to fame is how much people he done kill in Afghanistan and Kuwait. How much people he done kill in Afghanistan and Kuwait, they say. He's a good killer. As he's trying to kill off National Bank now. He's trying to kill off National Bank. Every time he opens his mouth, he wants to destroy National Bank. A bank that is really at the top of the list of banks in the region. When other people's banks are in problem, they send for people in National Bank. National Bank must rise above our politics. Because whoever is the government, National Bank will be there as a stabilizing force in the country. But he wants to kill off National Bank. And I hope the people who are working in National Bank understand what is happening. Because at the end of the day, they wouldn't have any jobs. They would not have any jobs. Because he said to get rid of Douglas, you got to mash up National Bank. That's how much they care for this country. That is how much they care for this country. But comrades, we know that the good people of this country will not allow them. You have to examine the hands. You must examine all of them hands. And comrades, some people out there saying that ministers of government must be government ministers full time. All the time they must be government ministers. And you know what? I agree with them. I agree totally with them. Government ministers must be full time. So I want to tell you something. Do you know Dr. Timothy Harris? Well, he won his seat in 1993, became the representative for number 7, and went to complete his studies, got his full pay. And then in 95, when he became a minister of government now, he went back and get the full pay with perks. So he's right. Ministers of government must be ministers full time. Left the country and went to do his doctorate while he was a minister of government and got his full pay with perks. And then he's talking about ministers of government full time. I agree with him. I agree with him. And guess what? The PAM people abuse him. And they say, look how we go study, and he's a minister of government, and he getting paid here and doing the work. The abuse. And guess who had to take the brunt of the abuse? Douglas. Douglas. The same Douglas who he going on like he ain't do nothing tall for him. The same Douglas. And he said Douglas is a rabid dictator. Well, I believe, comrades, that Douglas probably dictated to him, go to study. Yeah, that is the dictator is. Go to study, and we will pay you while you're out there. Go to study. Oh, Douglas is a dictator. Full-fledged minister of government, and he gone off, go study. Comrades, trust is an issue. How can you trust these people? If you and somebody friends for 18 years, whether it's your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or just your regular friend, 18 years, your friends. And for whatever reason, you decide you're going to part after 18 years. You want to tell me that nothing good tall happening in them 18 years, comrades? Nothing good tall. Me know some woman that has a man, and they're together for a long time. And when they break up, and they say all kind of thing about the man them so bad, they say this. In between, they will say, but we used to have some good times now. In between. But you want to tell me that in between they ain't had no good times? And you stay with all that bad treatment for 18 long years? Come on. Comrades, trust is an issue in this country. Not only that, he came to us, the two of them, year after year, election after election, and told us that Douglas was the best prime minister in the region. They told us that Douglas is the best by test. Every conference, every election, every meeting, Douglas is the best. Well, how come all of a sudden, no, Douglas so wicked and bad? And they ain't had no good times. But they tell us that Douglas was the best.
Man to man is so unjust. Children, you don't know who to trust.
Comrades, for the 18 years, they say nothing good happened at all. Nothing good happened for the 18 years. But I want to refer you to the budget address of Dr. Timothy Harris in 2009. 2009. And this is what Timothy Harris had to say, not me. Timothy Harris. The evidence of our progress as a nation is seen and felt throughout our federation. Between 1995 and the present, the minimum wage enjoyed by low-income groups has increased by over 150%. The minimum pension paid by Social Security increased by 66%. Some 2,000 low-income families have been afforded the opportunity to occupy their own homes. In addition, we continue to provide free textbooks, free uniforms, free transportation for students, and examination fees. Additionally, we provide easy access to high-quality primary and secondary health care to low-income groups throughout St. Kitts-Nevis. Hence, our strategy for moving our country forward is not just about presenting fancy economic and financial statistics. It is about touching the lives of ordinary people and ensuring that the lowest income groups among us are protected and that they get their fair share of the income generated in our progressive federation. Wonder which Timothy Harris we must believe. Which Timothy Harris we must believe? Will the real one please stand up? Will the real one please stand up? And comrades, at the end of the budget address, we have traveled a far way forward on the path of progress and development over the last 13 years. We will stay the course of progress and development. We offer our people an enlightened plan to keep the ship of state afloat. We reach out with the steady and caring hand of labor. We envision an improving and prosperous society with all endeavoring and all achieving in our land of beauty where peace abounds. We are confident that based on our track record of outstanding performance and efficacious delivery, our people can be assured that it is better to repose their confidence in our enlightened leadership, progressive policies, and programs than to gamble with their future and that of our country. Dr. Timothy Harris, in his budget address for 2009, will the real Timothy Harris please stand up? After 18 years, he said, nothing happened. But in the budget address, he talking about track record. How can you trust these people? How can you trust them? full of deceit, undermining, because they want to be the leader. They'll undermine the parents and all, the mother, the father. They'll undermine the cabinet, undermine the government, undermine the party, and undermine you, the people. Care only for themselves. And I want you to know that every effort was made to keep this party and this team together. Every effort was made. We did everything. We got mediators. They said they come into the meetings with the mediators, never showed up. And now they're talking about unity. Never showed up. And now it's unity. It things sound like a farce. They can't be real. They scoffed at every attempt we made to keep the party together. Every attempt, because they don't have the deal. They don't have the deal. So they scoffed at every attempt. And now it's unity. Everything is unity. Right? He want the leaders. He want to be a leader so bad that right now they say he's an arranged leader. Because who voted for him to be a leader? Who voted for him to be a leader? He got an arranged leader. Arranged leadership. They have an arrangement that he's the leader. That's how we want to be a leader so bad. But leadership comes from the bottom up. Leadership comes from the people. Comes from the bottom up. Leadership comes from the people. Leadership is not arranged. People must want you to be the leader. Wait your turn. Wait for the people. But you want to go ahead of the people. So you can't wait. So they have an arranged leadership. Want to be the leadership so bad. And then, ain't now he want to be in charge of Sam. Long time he trying to be in front of Sam. Well, he succeed now. Sam say he born to be deputy. So he is the deputy all the time. Born to be the deputy. But comrades, what we have on labor and what we have in labor is vision. And we have a visionary leader and visionary leadership in all of us. And so, what happens? This is how it goes. Douglas would come up with something, and then you'll hear them criticizing it all over. And then sheepishly to the back door they come. You remember Dubai? Douglas said, we can't go along with all these traditional partners, the US and Europe and so on. We got to expand our wings. One the first to try to go to Dubai and get some investment from that country. Douglas out there, I never hear more views and every day, Dubai this, Dubai that, Dubai the other, Dubai the terror, because they had a vision. But then, when they see how the investment rolling in, guess what? Lindsey Grant, John L. Powell, Kansi Mitchum, gone Dubai. They gone off to Dubai now. Not only that, they come back and they write in the same citizenship by investment, grant them set up a thing, he and John L. Powell. Say, if you want to be a citizen by investment, come to us. And then they're talking about passport scandals. Hypocrites! Hypocrites!
Hypocrites and parasites.
Vision. That is what we have. And so, I want you to also think about the vision of the PEP. And I want to take a different slant from my other colleagues. I want to look at the PEP with respect to how it is empowering women and young women. There are right now 2,016 people enrolled in the PEP. Of that number, about 1,300 are women. 60%. 60%. Labor looking after the women of this country. The young women of this country. I went to a funeral on Monday, and the daughter of the deceased is in a PEP hospitality group. And I felt so proud. when the group went up, mainly young girls, maybe about 30-something strong, to sing at the funeral. And they look so attractive in their uniforms. And they stand up and somebody said, and they're from the PEP. And they were so proud. And I felt really proud of them. And they sang well. And you know what? Just like you, spontaneously, the whole church burst into applause. At a funeral. At a funeral. That's how impressive they were. And I want to publicly congratulate Joan Millard and Jason Morton, Jebob, and Leslie Roberts Monty, for it was their class that performed so well. And then I want to tell you about something that's new. We now have women in construction on the labor. 27 women, 36 women in all are in that program, women in construction. 27 of them doing drafting, carpentry, and plumbing at All Solutions up on the industrial estate. And I want to congratulate Mr. Hillock, who is one of the facilitators of this program. I went there to see them. I felt very proud of them. And they took me into a room that they had just put on the sheetrock on. And they had sealed the roof, the women, and they felt very proud. And I felt proud for them because they're now able to help themselves and save some money because they could build their own homes. They can become plumbers and fix their own leaks and fix ours too. So I was proud of them. 4 of them at Stonewall in Molyneux, and they're doing concrete fixing and steel bending. 5 of them are at Newtown Community Center, and they are doing electricity. Isn't that wonderful? Put your hands together for the women. Women in construction.
Wow. So amazing how this world was made. I wonder if God is a woman.
And this has nothing to do with the 120 women who have benefited under the WISE program, Women in Small Enterprises. As a matter of fact, we're asking for some more because we need more women to benefit under that WISE program. Thank you. So I want you to know that labor is here for all of the people of the country. PAM, labor, WAM, whoever. Labor is here for everybody. Labor is here for all of the citizens, residents, foreigners, non-nationals, nationals, everybody. We're not discriminating. We leave all the discrimination to them. We are all inclusive. From long time, they want to discriminate against people in this country. We said no way. All inclusive. And so tonight, I want you to know that this is labor, and labor is here for you, all of the people of this country. And you can see from our plans and programs, all inclusive, persons living with disabilities, everybody included in the plan for labor going forward. So stick with labor, stick with labor, and more power to you.
Are you ready? 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 When the road